Wuthering Heights, a novel written by one of the Bronte sisters, Emily Bronte. Now, Wuthering Heights hails from the era of Gothic novels, an era known that mashes horror and romance into one. This novel deals with love, class, revenge, and passion, but because of the Gothic element, it also contains horror and some really weird supernatural scenes. However, don't let that discourage you. It is a beautiful representation of the life that Emily Bronte had gone through. As you can see that many of the men are weak to represent her alcoholic brother. Now this 60-second recap will deal with characterization, plot, motifs, and last but not least, themes that are present throughout the entire novel to give the author's meaning. Are you ready? Here we go.
Family plays a massive role in the characterization of the Earnshaws and the Lintons. Either you're in or you're out. Hindley is in and wants to make sure Heathcliff knows it. By excluding, humiliating, and otherwise mistreating Heathcliff, Hindley breeds a resentment that leads to revenge. When this book isn't about love or revenge, it's about social status. We can tell the Lintons are at the head of the local hierarchy. Despite having Heathcliff, Catherine marries Edgar in order to become the baddest lady of the neighborhood, and Hindley is only too eager to get the Earnshaws linked up with the Lintons. Heathcliff starts out as the lowest rung of the ladder. Not only does he not have any money or property, he has no legitimate family affiliation or education. For him, to aspire to any other class would be just plain ridiculous for the era, and by allowing that rise, Mr. Earnshaw is going against what was perceived to be the natural order of things. No wonder Hindley's ticked off.
Now here's a short plot summary of Wuthering Heights. Whoa, did you catch all of that? Did I say it too fast? Well, it's okay if you get confused. The novel is known for its extremely confusing frame narration. What's frame narration, you ask? Well, quite simply, there's a story within a story. While there's one thing going on in the present, there's another one being told, one of the past. Think of it like a storybook within a storybook. Now, this is Emily Bronte's sick and twisted method of confusing you. Okay, just kidding. It's actually her way to explain what exactly happened before the events of the novel. While the story is full of revenge and love, we need to know why. So, in order to do this, Bronte uses Lockwood's narrative as the outer framework of the story. He is then present as the recipient of Nellie Dean's story when he meets her in Thrushcross Grange, and she in turn becomes the recipient of tertiary narratives. Did you catch that?
Now, as you read Wuthering Heights, you may be thinking, what the H? If so, good job. You notice a pattern or a motif. Bronte uses a lot of names with H. Heathcliff, Hindley, Hareton. Also, name Catherine is used twice. Close family ties is also a motif. Catherine and Heathcliff raised like brother and sister, fall in love. But then Catherine and Edgar Linton marry and have a daughter named Catherine. Narcissistic no. Hareton is Hindley's son. Then Heathcliff marries Isabella, Edgar's sister. And even when Isabella runs away to have her son, she names him Linton, connecting him back to Edgar and the Linton family. Linton tries to woo Catherine, who ends up falling in love with Hareton. Really gives a sense of inescapability, huh? Another motif is nature. In the storms, the names of the houses, the characters cannot escape nature. Inescapability, desperation, and the inevitable.
So what exactly is the overlying theme of Wuthering Heights? We've talked about plot, we've talked about characterization, we've talked about motifs, but all of it ties together to express a meaning, a message that Emily Bronte is trying to express with writing Wuthering Heights. Now, as the story unfolds, many themes such as good versus evil, chaos and order, selfishness, betrayal, and obsession, they're all there, but they all come together to create, well, a universal theme. Is it love conquers all? Is it revenge is not the answer? Is it do not let your obsessions overtake who you are? Is it the destruction of the families? Everything creates the theme. For example, Heathcliff and Catherine's love. That's theme. Hindley and Hindley's jealousy of Heathcliff. Theme. The two houses and their names are even a part of the theme. They all contribute to what exactly Emily Bronte is trying to tell with the story of Wuthering Heights.